welcome to Film Roll. I'm your host Matthew Wegg. Joining me today, what? Shit, I didn't even get to you.
Wow, thanks.
You want to introduce yourself this time now?
Okay, what's up? I'm Chet Severn.
And joining us today is Joshua Matthew T.
Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Josh Thomas.
Josh Thomas?
My social media handle is Josh Matthew T.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Things are really awkward in the radio station.
Just a tad.
Thanks for the mixed signals.
Well, you're welcome, Chet. Thank you for the mixed signals. You're the one who ruined it for us. How you kind of like jumped in.
What? Ooh.
Let's not fight right now. Anyway.
Ooh.
You're right. Let's not fight. We have a great show today.
Fight. What?
Let's
All
be
right,
mature about this, please.
All right, somebody throw Josh out.
The door's on your left.
All right, guys, we have a great show for you today. It's very light in news, but we're going to try to make it fun. We're going to try to make it expansive, maybe a little bit magical if we can.
Yeah.
We're going to start off by talking about a movie that's coming out tomorrow
Yeah.
called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Whoop whoop.
And the reason why it's special for at least me and Chet is that for some weird reason, it's our birthdays tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just
Wait,
like,
what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same days?
Same days.
So, Revenge of the 5th, huh?
Yeah, Revenge of the 5th.
You're damn right, Revenge of the 5th. Oh, yeah, that's right, guys. Hey, happy May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you all.
That pun, though.
I know, right?
I forgot it was May the 4th.
I know, right?
It's May the 4th, and I'm wearing a Batman shirt, so.
Whoops. I'm wearing a gray shirt.
I'm wearing an army shirt.
All right, but yours is kind of like, yeah, he's fine.
Yes.
All right, anyway, so let's kind of talk about, Guardians 2. It comes out tomorrow. We're both going to see it. We're going to have dinner with our families, and then I don't know where you're seeing it. I'm going to go see it at the ArcLight in Sherman Oaks.
I'm just gonna be here in Valencia.
Well,
Dun,
Cool.
dun, dun.
cool for you.
Yep. Still good though.
I mean, what are aspects that are you looking forward to with the new movie?
I'm just looking forward to seeing Kurt Russell in this movie because literally this is the first time in years that he's been under the Disney banner. The last movie that he was actually in was Miracle. That was under the Disney banner. And now he's back in that family. So I'm going to be happy to see that again.
Kurt Russell goes way back with Disney. I mean, we're talking about like child Kurt Russell at
Mm-hmm.
Disney.
I actually have the movie of him when he was a child.
Did he also do a couple of voices for the animated film?
He did. He was the voice of Copper in the Fox and the Hound.
There you go. Voice of Copper, Fox and the Hound.
So, I'm trying to think. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That one does that one evolve around the Infinity Gauntlet at all, or no?
No.
No.
I don't believe so.
I can tell that you're really well versed in this.
But
I'm trying to think. I'm like because he introduced all 5 stones, I think, right?
Uh-huh.
Orient.
There's 6 stones.
Yeah,
Or
6.
Wait. 5, 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Red.
5, 6.
Yeah.
So we have red, blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Purple.
the Power
Yep.
Reality Stone, the Mind
Space.
Stone, Power Stone.
You said Power Stone. Power Stone, Mind Stone. What's the blue one?
That was space.
Space.
Down space.
Red was
Reality.
reality, and then
There's also
which one?
time
Time.
and soul.
Which one have we not seen yet?
Soul Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rumor is that the Soul Stone's supposed to appear in Thor Ragnarok, but
Or as I like to call it, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.5.
that's true because they're not in Asgard anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Guardians. I'm kind of hoping that one of the secret endings that pops up in the Guardians movie is something related to Thanos acquiring either the Power Stone or the Reality Stone.
How many post-credit scenes did James Gunn say he had in there? Like 5?
Yeah, he said he had 5.
5.
I mean, there was
post-credit.
one. There was. I remember there was a post-credit scene where the Infinity Gauntlet had like 3 stones in it. and Thanos had it or something, and like he like clenched his hand.
Oh, that's the teaser for Infinity War that you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh.
he had.
He didn't have any stone too. Just like he's gonna grab his gauntlet and it's gonna go like stuff now. But there's no stones in there.
Yeah, no stones yet.
I don't think so.
Not yet.
I gotta be up here to talk. Sorry. Relaxing. Well, one of the things I'm looking forward to the most is Baby Groot. Not even joking.
I love Baby Groot.
Like there's something about that, like that. Just like
I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot.
No.
Like I'm just fascinated with that entire thing. But like also like all the media that they've been doing surrounding Guardians, especially like the little stuff that Chris Pratt does, is also just like amazing. Let me see what else.
Looking forward to hearing that mixtape.
Oh no, yeah. The weird thing about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I've been listening to the mixtape.
Oh really?
Because they released it online. It's not as cool as the first mixtape, but it has like a couple of cool tracks. Okay. Like when I saw like Cheap Trick on there, it's like, yeah, Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So the interesting thing about at least this Guardians movie is that the first one came out and it was like at 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They had like 15 minutes to this one, so I'm just like, that's weird.
This is gonna be fun.
That's almost like 20 minutes. What's going on? Why is it longer?
Secret. I got a secret.
You got a secret?
No, not me.
All right. What about Josh? What is Josh looking forward to in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I was just looking at the mixtape.
Oh, you were looking
seeing what songs I expected to listen here.
Yeah, there's like Jane the American.
ELO. There's another one.
Like
Cheap
I said,
Trick.
Cheap Trick's on there.
Silver, Parliament.
Mm-hmm. A lot of those bands I don't recognize. The only ones I know is ELO, Cheap Trick, and
Parliament, Cheap Trick, and then
you don't recognize
Sweet.
You don't recognize the Electric Orchestra?
No.
ELO.
ELO. That's what you said. Okay. I'm not good at acronyms, guys.
Come on, man.
Come on, my dude.
All right.
What's next?
Anything else? Nothing?
I have nothing else.
What are some issue or concerns that you have kind of walking into Guardians? Like something that you've seen in the trailers or marketing, you're just like, I'm not entirely sure about.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Is that even possible? Because the trailers that I saw that I watched without trying to spoil myself, I had no complaint.
Sorry, you're not even gonna go for the You're not even gonna go for the villain. Probably not. The villain's probably not gonna be any good.
Wait, who's the villain?
I have no idea who the villain is.
Yeah, it's uncertain, but we'll find out.
Not true. I think one thing too from watching the trailers, if my memory serves me correct, is that they were fighting amongst themselves too.
A little bit, yeah. I've noticed that.
They always do.
Mainly the Ravagers.
Know, but like more than usual.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I think it's the whole thing with their connection to the Ravagers, Yondu's crew. Mm-hmm. I think that's what's causing most of the violence that might be occurring between the team.
Okay.
Okay. All valid points.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited when we see it tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Maybe next time we come back, we'll do like a quick little review.
Oh, yes.
Film reel.
Spoiler reviews, guys. Spoiler
not
reviews.
not
I'm
spoilers.
kidding. Non-spoilers.
What's wrong with you, Chet? We can spoil stuff.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
Spoils.
We finally got a trailer for the adaptation of one of Stephen King's best-selling novel series, The Dark Tower. Comes out in August. We got our first trailer yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I watched the trailer. I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
As a person that doesn't know anything about, The Dark Tower,
the
only thing that's, is like Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised to see that it actually had like a heavy emphasis on action than on like,
Story.
Not story. It's a Stephen King book. It's gonna have story in there.
Yes.
I'm not worried about that. But as a person that who's familiar with the work of Stephen King, there's like a lot of horror and like a lot of chills. But I haven't read the book, so maybe it actually is more action oriented. What we do have here is that
it's like half and half.
By luck, by chance, by some whimsical miracle that we've had, our guest, Josh Thomas, actually has read these books.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's get...
I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to do like a general synopsis.
No, yeah, we don't want you to spoil anything,
yeah.
obviously.
But like... Or not general synopsis, like just a quick little overview. But yeah, Stephen King's it's more of it's half action, half like story and like intertwined the way he does.
So it's more of an action oriented.
Yeah,
not much of a horror action.
Yeah, there's not really that much horror per se. There are some dark moments. Don't get me wrong. There's some fucking.
Well, I mean,
gruesome
come on.
There's gruesome moments in there, but like.
Well, I mean, like like you kind of like those Stand By Me moments.
Yeah.
Ish.
I would say darker than that.
Darker than that, but like on that kind of. Yeah.
But yeah, in that general area.
All right. Someone gave me a word comparison for the movie just because they saw the trailer. And they said that it looks like a grittier version. Now, like, let's understand where he's coming from. Of the Last Action Hero.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of it that way. Yeah.
It kind of does.
Yeah, he does. He's right because, it's the kid. He enters the end world, meets the gunslinger. Then he brings the gunslinger back to our world, which I was really disappointed by because it's like, I want to spend time.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wanted to
spend time in End World, not our world. Like, when has that ever successfully paid off? Leaving a more interesting world and going to our world. They work with Smurfs?
I'm not. No comment.
Did they work with the Masters of the Universe?
Wait.
The
1980s.
Wait. We're talking the 80s here.
Wait. Masters of the Universe had a movie?
Yeah. In the 1980s.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Did you know that they greenlit a new one?
Oh my god.
We're blowing his mind, ladies and gentlemen. Blowing his mind.
I guess you could make
my
it.
Only question is
you
why.
could make an argument for Tangled. Not Tangled. Enchanted.
Yeah.
See, Enchanted was okay.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
But like,
it was a typical story, but they just brought it to the real world.
Yeah, it was the exact same story, but just based in our world.
Right.
Sorry, getting back to Dark Tower, I understand that Matthew McConaughey plays a character called Flag.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is he
Mr. Doomsday?
Is he a good fit, or is he kind of just like getting there, or you haven't seen enough?
I haven't seen enough.
Okay.
All right.
Because when I was reading the books, in my mind, like I was like, oh, this dude is like really big and bulky and like terrifying. So, I mean, that just goes with any book that you read. Like you come up with a perception in your head.
No, yeah, absolutely.
That, like,
and it's not the perception you see on screen,
right?
Which makes sense to me.
I'll throw this back to like Harry Potter. When I was reading, it, I didn't see any of the main cast as who they are on screen.
Gotcha.
But as soon as maybe after I read the books and then watched the movies and then reread the books, I started to picture
imprinting them.
Right.
Yeah.
Put them back in the.
So it depends.
Yeah.
All right. But of course we have Idris Elba playing the gunslinger, which I like the concept that like the gunslingers, like the knights in this world.
Mm-hmm. That was a cool idea.
The only thing I like are they supernatural in a sense, or are they like really sense aware?
Heavy.
They're not. See, for me, I wouldn't want to say that they're like supernatural, but the way it's written, it feels like it.
I mean, there's a one shot in the trailer where he's just like he's intuning himself.
Yeah.
And
See,
then,
like, stuff like that in the trailer, and like if you haven't read the books and you just like watched the trailer for the very first time, you're like, oh look, supernatural stuff. But like the way it's written, it seems like it's supposed to be supernatural, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit, I saw the trailer this morning, and I'm going to be honest, I did not think about the supernatural side of it. I was like, okay, this guy just has very, level extreme sensitivity to how he does his things with shooting, reloading, and it looks pretty cool the way how I saw it. And the way that I saw it with the trailer, the music, I actually like that music. That was very impressive. Made me think of The Good and Bad, the Ugly, and A Fistful of Dollars. Had that little vibe going to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. I liked it.
All right, so Dark Tower. I think it's August 4th. Hopefully we'll get another trailer in the next 2 months.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a month.
Maybe. I don't think maybe a month.
Yeah, not a month.
Moving on to our next story, which is... we're going to talk about The Rock a little bit. He's starting a new movie called Rampage, based off that arcade game Rampage, about the 3 monsters.
I know exactly what
Yes. They actually have begun shooting this movie, and they're using technology that has actually been very inspired by the Planet of the Apes films, the recent ones, where they actually have a character in one of those motion capture shoots.
Mocap.
So here's the official synopsis for the movie Rampage. Primatologist Davis Oakley, played by Dwayne Johnson,
Okay.
a man who keeps people at a distance, shares an unshakable bond with George, the extraordinarily intelligent silverback gorilla, who has been in his care since birth. But a rogue genetic experiment gone awry transforms this gentle ape into a raging monster.
FYI, that's a rye.
Awry. Thank you, Chet.
Mm-hmm.
To make matters worse, it soon discovers that there are other similar altered alpha predators, as these new created monsters tear across North America, destroying everything in their path. Oakley's team,
I'm not even going to work on that.
with a discredited genetic engineer to secure an antidote, fighting his way through an ever-changing battlefield, not only to halt a global catastrophe, but to save the fearsome creature that was once his friend. I'm not going to lie. Dwayne Johnson had like an Instagram feed where he gave his own synopsis that I thought was better than... Like, this is one that he had to sell to people, but his synopsis was, I have this friend named George who's an ape. Some douchebags turn him into a monster. When George likes me, he licks me. When he doesn't like people, he bites people. I will not lick these assholes. I will bite them.
Yep.
Dang.
That pretty much sums up the whole video game right then and there.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, the only thing interesting about that is that it's actually people that turn into the monsters, but in this case, it's actually the animals that turn into the monsters.
Okay, now I know what this game is.
Real
Wait,
quick,
what?
getting off topic, I'm on Twitter right now,
Yeah.
and I follow J.K. Rowling because I like Harry Potter, and apparently, April 22nd, 2018, The Cursed Child will be on Broadway in New York.
Cool.
Cool.
So I'm real happy about that.
All right.
Scoop. There you go.
I'm real happy about that.
Very nice. Well,
all right. Back to
Rampage.
story. It's being directed by Brad Payton, who directed San Andreas and
Okay.
Okay.
It could work.
That kind of big budget nonsense. Along with Dwayne Johnson, also stars Naomi Harris, Mallory Ackerman, Jake Lacey, Joe Manganiello, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, as well as P.J. Byrne, Mary Shelton, Brianne Hill, Jack Quaid, and Matt Gerald.
I think the director worked with some of those actors. I know
Yeah.
for a fact Dwayne Johnson worked with him.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, he was in San Andreas.
But I think some of his other movies, they were the cast was in.
Yeah.
Naomi Harris recently won an Academy. No, not her. My bad. Wrong person. I was going to say something.
Whoops.
Nope.
But Jeffrey Dean Morgan, though.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You think he's going to bring Lucille?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. All right.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Will they make a joke? I hope they make a joke.
Yeah, please do.
So this movie's slated for an April 20th, 2018 release.
Okay.
Are we gonna see this movie?
Wait,
anybody?
wait. What was the dates?
April 20th, 2018. So next year.
Oh, okay. I was like, I heard April 20th. I was like,
It's already out.
Did it already pass? What?
what? They're shooting it already, and it's already out.
Like, nope.
They're using the same technology from Spaceballs, where even when they're making the movie,
yeah, it's still going.
They actually have the VHS already for you.
That's funny.
All right.
That's funny.
I mean, it should be a crazy movie. And if there's anything to learn about, Johnson and these big box office money-making movies, that they will make money.
Yes.
Fate and Furious made $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
You know why, though?
Why?
Because in the end of Furious 7, it's like there's like an end credit like text or whatever.
For real?
Yeah, it says something. It was something about like I can't remember what did it say. It was like this movie was from. No, this movie was like for Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
right.
Next one's gonna be from Paul Walker, and so.
Oh. Yeah. I think I get it now. I get it.
Okay. Don't understand why it made $1 billion, but okay.
But it was also the whole marketing thing around.
Just the hype.
Yeah.
The general hype of it.
The general hype of it too.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, did the last one make $1 billion? I think it did.
I think it did.
The last one made.
I might have scratched it.
The last one did make $1 billion.
There it is. Hey, we're $1 billion. Hey.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that Fast and Furious would be $1 billion franchise?
Yeah, I know. I'm
Me?
still.
You?
Yeah.
Especially looking back on.
Family?
It's all about the family.
Yeah, it's all about the family. Yeah.
All about family.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some good moral values.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't believe in family, I don't believe in you.
Family. We're going to take a quick family huddle. As we come back, we're going to talk about some Netflix quick picks, a Netflix TV show, and some other things when we come back.
Netflix takes.
Enjoy this music. welcome back to Film, where I'm your host, Matthew Wegg.
And I'm Chet Severn. Dang it, Josh. Oh, well.
You gotta wait for your turn.
Yep, wait for your turn. Say your name again for us. I'm kidding. You don't have to.
What is my name?
Josh Thomas.
And his name is Josh Thomas.
All right, I'm sorry.
Are you guys really the host of Film Reel, though?
Yes.
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
We are.
Are you positive?
Yes.
I'm pretty positive.
Yes.
Are you HIV positive?
No.
Dude. Bruh. Really?
Remember how in high
All right,
school
that's
you
it. Get
used
out.
to say that stuff?
Security, can you please escort Josh Thomas off the premises, please? All right, guys. Before we continue on, we're going to do some Netflix quick picks. I'm going to actually have my guest, Josh Thomas, start us off.
So, a lot of memes have been coming up out on this show. There's been a bunch of memes. Maybe you've seen it. I don't know, but it's called 13 Reasons Why. Now, this show deals heavy with suicide. It's very heavy content oriented.
Oriented?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
But yeah, like I watched I was bored one night, decided to turn it on, and the first episode I was just like, oh, kind of want to know what happens next. Oh, I'm guessing that his name is on a tape. That's why he got this box. Waiting like maybe 11 episodes in, figure out, oh, this is his tape, blah blah blah. This is what he did, and then we get to like tape 13. There's 13 tapes in total, and then 14 comes along, and then it's just yeah. You gotta watch it for yourself.
Gotcha.
It's very deep.
Yes. So after you guys watch, 13 reasons why, you guys gonna need a pick me up, because you're gonna be like, I am so low right now. I can't believe what's going on. This is like incredibly disturbing and sad.
You might want to kill yourself.
Whoa!
Don't kill yourself. But you're gonna probably want to.
Too far.
After watching that.
All right, so I can only
Polarance.
All right, things pick you guys up after that. Bad Boys 2 is on Netflix. You guys can watch that. I recommend Bad Boys 2. Pick you guys self up after such a
depressing show to watch.
Show. And if you guys want to go back into some, want to go back into the world, it's like, I want some interesting stuff to see what's going on. I could recommend.
Also watch Cougar News. That's a good thing.
It's not on Netflix.
Okay, fine. What about Dear White People? That's a radio show. Technically, it's college. It's about college radio.
It's on Netflix though, so you could recommend that.
It is on Netflix.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Dear White People?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did the entire show?
Yeah. The entire show of Dear White People.
Oh.
Okay.
I was curious.
Anyway, your recommendation?
Hold on 1 second. Back.
Uh-oh.
What? We're not holding on. We're going to continue talking. He's getting a call from Mexico. He's getting a call from Mexico. All right. I'm going to recommend a couple of stand-ups for you guys, because there's a lot of stand-up on Netflix that you guys should be checking out. Look, if you guys want to have a good time and laugh, I recommend Gabriel Iglesias' new special. I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry.
That's what I should have recommended. Dang it.
It's great. It is funny. I watched it many times. It's hilarious. I don't know if I recommended it yet, but Kevin Hart's new special that came out in theaters made a lot of money, called Net What Now. It's on Netflix. That is amazing, too. You guys can check that out as well. Chet, are you sure you don't have anything you want to recommend?
I have to say, I was looking through my Netflix list, see what I had on my list, and I realized a lot of things on my list that I would recommend is a little outdated.
What do you mean outdated?
These were shows that I found, when I first got my Netflix subscription, which was, 2 years ago, actually. And, yeah. A lot of it's outdated. I had Prison Break on there.
All right.
Yeah, I failed you guys. I'm sorry on that one.
Chet.
But I'll make it up to you next week. The best I can. I'm going to find some new content that I think looks good.
With that being said, we're moving on to, speaking of Netflix. And because of how slow the news has been for films this week, I have to crack for this story just because it's this thing. Netflix has released a trailer for the Marvel The Defenders TV series that's going to be dropping August 18th.
Yeah!
And I have to tell you, the trailer is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Great trailer.
I see Hallway Fight 3.0 coming.
Except now it's not just one person. Now it's freaking 4 people going.
4 people. Yeah, the only person that didn't have a hallway fight was Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
she didn't have a hallway fight in her series.
Did she really need one though?
She didn't need one.
Yeah,
that's not what kind of show that they were trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't need one, but now she gets to participate in her own
hallway fight
with 3 other people who've had their own hallway fights. Which I think the best hallway fight is Daredevil season 2, episode 3.
Yeah,
I think it's episode 3 or episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I don't want to say who is, but he's saving somebody from these gangsters, and it goes from the hallway to the stairs.
Yep,
and it's all in one take. That's why it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's great about these hallway fights.
And he's swapping weapons out left and right. If he knows that,
that's great. I have to go back home and watch that.
I know, right?
I'm just gonna load up the episode. Watch that episode.
Woo! Yeah. Another thing I liked about that was the Iron Fist punch against Luke Cage's face, where it's like,
Luke Cage was like,
"Who the heck are you?"
Oh,
dang! Okay, you're cool. I like you.
I can now gladly say that I probably don't need to watch Iron Fist anymore because I'm going to get the Iron Fist I want in Defenders next to watching the TV series.
I still watched it. I don't care what everyone else said about how
okay, you
bad
just can't give it a 9, though. Like, the way you're talking to me about...
Still.
Not a 9.
Okay, I'll drop it to an 8, but with fair enough reason to make you happy that it's not a 9.
It's still too high. Still too high. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I couldn't get through the first episode of Iron Fist.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going? Why didn't you have security let you back in?
I am the security.
No, you're not. You don't have your guard card. I do. I have a guard card.
I have a guard card.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
That's not a guard card.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
So, Josh,
No.
what is your 10 cents worth on the Defenders trailer? How did you like it? That's the thing.
So, because I haven't seen any of the other Netflix shows that
Yeah, that's right, guys.
incorporated,
Oh,
That's
yes,
right,
that's
guys.
right.
I'm just like, okay.
You already know what I'm going to do.
That's like, it's like,
Look
if
out.
I haven't seen, like, Iron Man or Thor or Captain America, I'm going to be like, to Avengers. But I've seen Captain America, Iron Man. I've seen those what's
Movies?
it called?
Solo
No,
films?
after the ending.
Post-credits.
Post-credit
Post-credit scenes. Yep.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum.
So I mean, I've seen that, so it's hyped me to want to watch the Avengers. But because I haven't seen what Luke Cage,
See, I can't believe I haven't
and all
watched
this
Luke
other
Cage.
stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind
I
of
watched
surprised.
an episode of it,
Like, Luke Cage,
and I was
You
like,
should
okay,
watch.
Yeah.
Luke Cage you should watch.
Yeah.
I should, but I don't want to.
Like, look, I'm going to tell you honestly for myself. Daredevil Season 1, Luke Cage, Daredevil Season 2, Jessica Jones. Actually, no, flip that. Daredevil Season 1, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil Season 2, and then Iron Fist because I haven't even watched any of that. So, Luke Cage is up there for me. It's pretty good. The second half gets a little too cartoony,
I see.
but the first half of that season is really good. So, yeah. Defenders. only TV show we'll talk about the entire running of Film Realm.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, Chet, you tried and you keep failing.
I'm not going to even tell you what my full power strength is.
It's not over 9,000.
Mine's over 9 million.
All right.
Sure, keep telling yourself that.
Anyway.
Moving on to our next story. So there is this film coming out called The Murder on the Orient Express. It's based off a Agatha Christie
mystery novel.
Thank you, Chet. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh. If you don't know who Kenneth Branagh is, he's one of the greatest directors working today.
Mm-hmm. He did Thor.
Henry V. He does a lot of Shakespeare stuff.
Yes, he's a fan of Shakespeare.
If you guys want to test yourself, try to watch his 4-hour version of Hamlet.
Oh, man.
It's actually really good, but it's 4 hours long.
Wow.
Just like, what? 4 hours?
I can't even do a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, this is 4 hours. It's the entire version of Hamlet.
Dang.
And if you do Hamlet correctly, it has to be 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
But this is a star-studded cast.
Isn't Titanic like
it's
4
huge.
hours?
It's 3 hours and 15.
Yes.
So it's longer than Titanic.
It's longer than
Yep.
Titanic.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
So it's directed by Kenneth Branagh. He also has a role in the movie as he usually does in films he's direct.
As Hercule Poirot.
We also have Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Daisy Ridley, Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton star Leslie Odom Jr., Manuel Garcia Roful,
Yeah.
Judi Dench, Olivia Colman, Penelope Cruz, Sergei Polunin,
I'm not even going to try.
and Josh Gad.
Woo!
Now, I think the only thing that people really remember of this movie is that when they were filming this movie, Josh Gad made these like viral videos of him trying to interrogate Daisy Ridley. What's happening in episode 8?
I was laughing so hard, those.
Those are pretty funny. We got some set pictures. It's very, they're not really showing much. They really show off like the costume design.
Mm-hmm. Well done, I would say.
I will say that Kenneth Branagh looks weird with his his wraparound mustache.
Yeah, the super mustache.
And like the goatee.
I think he's trying. I've seen a lot of films related to Poirot, which is the character that's being played by Branagh. And in my mind, I think he's trying to channel this one actor who played Poirot in Murder on the Nile, which was Peter Ustinov. I think he's trying to channel Ustinov's version of the character versus another well done character designed by actor David Suchet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my 10 cents worth.
Okay.
On that.
The
cast is incredible, though.
It is a great cast.
Yeah, it's huge. You got Daisy Ridley fresh off of the Star Wars films. You've got...
I already said the entire cast, Chet.
Yeah, I know.
I already said the entire cast. Josh Gad off Frozen.
Yep. And, of course, Johnny Depp, who's... I think he found his wheelhouse again after having a lot of bombs.
We don't know that for sure, Chet.
Yeah. Well, I'm confident for this one.
What was the last good Johnny Depp movie?
His appearance in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count because it's only an appearance.
Well, still.
Did you know that
it made money?
Both Colin Farrell and him actually had the same haircut.
Wait, who? Colin Farrell and who?
And Johnny Depp, at least the characters they play in the movie, have the same haircut.
Yes.
What they didn't realize until a second viewing, it's like, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, I noticed. I forgot about that.
For those who don't know
I remember
what I'm talking about, don't worry about it.
Yep.
I mean, Josh, what are your opinions about this movie?
I mean,
exactly.
It's. I honestly can't really say anything about movies based on the trailer because most of the time, you can either have a trailer that's like really.
Well, there's no trailer for this one yet.
In the poop.
What?
Or you can have
poop.
Yeah.
Okay. That just came out of nowhere.
You're going to have a trailer that's really high and really fantastic, and the movie comes out poop. And, yeah. So, you never know.
Poop. You still threw me for a loop there, Josh, but okay.
All right.
You can have a trailer that's in poop.
Yeah. I get it now.
Okay.
I get it now. It was just, what?
Yeah.
For a minute. But anyway.
Think of the other word.
Murder of the Orient Express comes out November 10th. We'll keep waiting for a trailer to
yes.
drop when it does. Moving on to our final story of the day.
Yeah.
They have finally begun to start shooting James Wan's Aquaman for the DCEU and Warner Brothers Productions. Aquaman stars Jason Momoa as Aquaman, as well as Amber Heard as Mira, and who else is in this movie? Dolph Lundgren as King Nerys, Willem Dafoe as Nidius Volkul, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Black Manta, and Patrick Wilson as the primary villain, Orm, Aquaman's half-brother.
Okay.
All right, so first thing clear out, they finally have started production, and this is the only DC Cinematic Universe movie that I've been following that hasn't been bogged down by a lot of production problems, or directors wanting to leave, or like a lot of story rewrites. This is one where James Wan,
Mr.
Wan, thank you, was set to direct Aquaman, pitched Warner Brothers his vision, and they kept going with that.
They stayed on it.
We're finally shooting this movie. And
are we gonna just skip the fact that Aquaman looks like really like cool now?
Aquaman does look.
Yeah,
really
he
cool.
does. He looks fantastic. Yeah. Is that even need to be mentioned? We already knew he was awesome.
Because like, if you would look back at Aquaman in the comic books, he was created as a joke.
True.
Like he wasn't supposed to be like in the Justice League. He was just, he was. But
yeah,
he was created as a joke character.
Yeah, but then he showed his worth in the. A little bit. He showed his worth a little bit.
Oh, we're not going to argue about.
It's just the story. The stories that he had were a little weird in the comics. I'll agree to that.
We're not going to argue that it's like the weird Aquaman stuff. Let's just focus on the fact that this is the only production that hasn't been bogged down by problems.
Yes.
Whether it's studio related, creative related, it's just looks like James Wan. You did The Conjuring. You do all these like horror movies. You directed Furious 7, and he made it good. Here you go. Here's Aquaman.
Make it good. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to work out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
No.
I want to see what kind of horror elements he brings to like the world of Atlantis, because there's a lot of creepy stuff they can go with.
Sea monsters.
Sea monsters.
That's what I can think of. That's all I can say.
Can't think of anything.
If you can load up on sea monsters, you're good to go.
The movie is slated for a December 21st, 2018 release date.
If Aquaman kills a fish, is it technically called manslaughter?
Maybe.
I don't think so. No, that's going to be a no. It's not manslaughter.
Fish slaughter?
No.
Is it murder? Okay. Is it murder?
No.
Well, we had to see the circumstance.
Hey, this has a funny surname when they're filming it.
What?
So you know how sometimes, when productions film movies, they don't use the exact title of the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you use like a surname like with Avengers used the term group hug and all that stuff?
Oh.
This one, it's under the film name Ahab. Captain Ahab, Moby Dick.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh.
I'm like, wait, what? Was that a hint at something? Oh, never mind. Moby Dick.
So, if you get booked as an extra, and you get booked on a film called Ahab,
you know what you're doing.
Just no.
Yep.
So.
That's true.
And guys, that does it for our magical episode of Film Reel today.
Thanks for coming in, Josh. What?
Thanks for coming in, Josh.
Yeah, thanks.
He already left the building. He's gone. He walked out.
All right, bye.
I've been Matthew Wegg.
I've been Chet Severn.